Good morning. I'm Judy and I own Snead's Farmhouse, and I had a children's book written about my farm because I'm not a country girl. I'm not a farm girl. I've never sat and dreamed of having a farm life. My dream was to live in the middle of New York City. And this kind of unraveled. It was God's plan. It wasn't my plan. I've never, like I said, never have dreamed of this. But today I want to introduce you to my book. My book was written by my cousin, and I kind of told her, she actually came to visit my farm, so she knew the story of how it got started. And I asked her and my aunt, which is a school teacher, to write my children's book. And this is the very first book that my cousin has wrote, and it is absolutely perfect for my farm. It describes how my farm got started. So I today want to read you my book. Snead's Farmhouse. You can purchase my book on Amazon. If you go under Snead's Farmhouse, it's a $20 book, and you can order it for your kids. Okay. A little red-headed girl that liked to dance and twirl had big dreams of being on Broadway. But life took a turn, and soon she would learn to love wearing overalls and pitching hay. See, it all started when she married a man named Snead. Together, they decided that fresh farm eggs were a need. So off to the market to buy a few chickens. Judy's love for the farm life would soon quicken. See, it all started simple and very small. She didn't mean to get them all. Judy just wanted a few Easter egg hens, but she kept getting more and more again. She liked having eggs colored brown, blue, and green. Some were even speckled pinkish and cream. But Judy thought it would be neat to get chickens with fuzzy feet. And frou-frou chickens with big fluffy hair. Soon there'd be chickens everywhere. Judy has silkies, Polish, Brahmas, and frizzles, and they all come running when she calls them and whistles. But a farm without a rooster, it just didn't seem right. So Judy brought home Oliver that night. Oliver watches over the hens on the farm. He crows in the morning, and he's Judy's alarm. Oliver finds fat worms and alerts the hens. He rules the roost until the day's end. But a farm without a cow, it just didn't seem right. So Judy brought home Dexter that night. Dexter eats a bunch and sleeps most of the day. His favorite things are back scratches, being brushed, and eating lots of hay. But Dexter got lonely. So what did Judy do? Of course she got another, because there had to be two. Dee Dee was shy when she made her debut. She's a Hereford Mini, and she has a sweet moo. But a farm without a duck, it just didn't seem right. So Judy brought home Penny Lane that night. Penny Lane thinks she's a chicken and hangs out in the coop. She waddles, quacks, and sits on the stoop. But Penny Lane got lonely. So what did Judy do? Of course she got another, because there had to be two. Popsy's colors are black and white. He really is a beautiful sight. He is handsome with considerable charm, and he's a great addition to Snead's farm. But a farm without a pig, it just didn't seem right. So Judy brought home Freddie that night. Freddie likes his ball and to chase. He snorts when he laughs, and he likes to win the race. But Freddie got lonely. So what did Judy do? Of course she got another, because there had to be two. She came to the farm with an attitude and a big smile. She prances in the sun and has a quirky smile. But a farm without a goat, it just didn't seem right. So Judy Judy brought home Buck that night. Buck likes to stomp and show he is strong. He has big horns and his ears are very long. But Buck got lonely, so what did Judy do? Of course she got another, because there had to be two. Jolly had 4 kids and is a very good mama, but all her kids look adorable in their matching pajamas. But a farm without a rabbit, it just didn't seem right. So Judy brought home Fluffy May that night. Fluffy May is an Angora bunny with long, soft hair. She is spoilt, rotten, and lives without care. But Fluffy May got lonely. So what did Judy do? Of course she got another, because there had to be two. Fluffy Will is young and doesn't know what to do. He just hops around his cage and he likes carrots to chew. But a farm without a turkey, it just didn't seem right. So Judy brought home Tom that night. Tom struts his feathers of black and white. He gobbles and keeps everyone on track. But Tom got lonely. So what did Judy do? Of course she got another, because there had to be two. But a farm without a peacock, it just didn't seem right. So Judy brought home Peeklo that night. Peeklo is handsome with his colorful feathers, but he likes going to the neighbors for fun get-togethers. Peeklo got lonely. So what did Judy do? Of course she got another, because there had to be two. Sharon is a very sociable peahen. She likes visiting in the cow's pen. She likes to roost in the pine trees above, watching all the animals for which she loves. But a farm without a tortoise, it just didn't seem right. So Judy brought home Queso that night. Queso is tiny and will fit in the palm of your hand. He'll get quite large. His size will be grand. But tortoises, see, they don't get lonely. So what did Judy do? She kept only one when at first she had two. But a farm without a donkey, it just didn't seem right. So Judy brought home Leroy that night. Leroy is shy and scared for a while, but Judy gave him a wink with a smile. Leroy got lonely, so what did Judy do? She brought her grandson Eli to come play too. But a farm without a cat is really okay. But Judy allowed her son to bring home one anyway. Tana purrs loudly and likes a good scratch, but she sneaks and lurks where my baby chicks hatch. So Tana got lonely. So what did Judy do? She said, sorry, kitty, but there can't be two. But a farm without you, it just didn't seem right. So Judy wants you to come to her tonight. You can feed the animals and hold some chicks. You can play with the goats and watch the pigs do tricks. It will be fun and you'll learn something new. Of course, bring a friend or possibly two. So this is my book. It's on Amazon. Google Snead's Farmhouse. You'll find it. This was made by my niece. It's a really cute book. I hope you guys can visit my farm soon. It's $10 to rent my farm, and it's about a 2-hour tour. And not only do we have a farm area, but we have a big creek. The kids love to get in the creek and catch crawdads, and I always tell the girls and the boys they can find a little small rock, because there's tons of rocks in my creek that they can take home and paint. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed my book.